Hey guys, welcome back to Crawl TV. Today we're going to show you how to fix a bad wheel speed sensor, and I want to show you what we're looking at in the dash and on our flash cal tuner first.
Still need to upgrade that.
Right, sorry, it's not a tuner yet, it's just a flash cal module until we upgrade it, but you can see we've got an ABS light on, and here I'll start it up. We've got an ABS light on, and then our ESP light is on. Can you see that? Okay. So those lights kicked on, maybe 40 miles after we were completed with the lift kit. So of course things are going to happen. But now that we have those on, we can check our diagnostics here and see what it's saying we've got going on. Turn the ignition on. Okay. I said okay. Yes. Oh, no. Thanks.
That's embarrassing.
It's like, no, really, turn it on. Okay, so these are the codes that we have. First one is U1409, implausible left front wheel speed signal received. And the second one is C100A, left front wheel speed sensor circuit. So we've got a bad wire. We've already found the break in it, but we'll pull the front wheel off to show you guys. I've already got the part here. So we're ready to go ahead and get started on it now. Since there's so much room between the tire and the fender, I was actually able to crawl behind it and check out that broken wire. It's pretty easy to see. And what happened was when we were putting the lift kit together, that tab that the wire mounts on actually got bent down a little bit. So the wire was rubbing on that U-joint on the axle, and it didn't take long for it to rub all the way through and, just disconnect that circuit. All right. Here we go. You guys can see better now what we're looking at. This is that wheel speed sensor wire, and this is that tab I was talking about. I already bent it back up, but the damage was done. It was pushed down here like that, and with it hanging low down at the bottom end, down here, probably not going to be able to see it, but there's a break in the wire where it rubbed clean through. And that's just from rubbing here on this axle piece. So this is the line that we're going to replace. To get to this wheel speed sensor wire, we actually have to remove the rotor because it is back behind there. So first things first, we're going to pull this caliper off by the bridge here. So the bridge bolts are 21 millimeter. I've got a 1/2-inch ratchet hooked up to them. And we'll go ahead and pry this bad boy off. Ooh, they're nice and tight. There we go. And the more I'm thinking about it, you see where this socket is located here. I may have bent this bracket down to get this socket on when we were doing the brake lines.
That makes sense.
During the lift kit.
Yep.
And then just never bent it back up. So
We'll have to watch the footage.
it's those, yep, it's those minor missteps. So
This one.
okay, caliper bridge bolts are out. And now we'll just slide the caliper right off. Come on. There we go. Let's see if we can. Okay, that'll be fine there. Rotor off. And now you can see where the sensor mounts in here. It's got one little Allen bolt, so I gotta track down my Allen wrenches. They're somewhere in the garage, but I've got like a pretty generic little set here that might work. There we go, that'll work. Oh, almost took out the camera.
Live action. Live action footage, everyone.
All right. We should make this a 3D video. People will be jumping out of their seats. Okay. Now, one thing to point out on these when you're removing a ABS sensor that I've seen happen quite a bit is that they'll actually get corrosion beneath the sensor. So when you pull it off, you want to make sure that that mating surface beneath it is clean before you put the new one back on. Otherwise, if it's not close enough, that ABS light could stay on. Now we're just going to use a flathead screwdriver to pry it out of there. There we go. It's out of there, so. Come on now. There we go. All right, and this is the mating surface I was talking about on that lower side. So before we put the new one in, we'll just clean this up right here. And now to remove the rest of the line, all we have to do is pop it out of these brackets. You can see it kind of just, the brackets are very flexible. Make sure that you don't move them. We'll pop it out there, pop it out of this side here, and then we just need our wire cutter. We'll remove it from our brake line.
It's not usually zip tied like this. We did this for the lift video when we were replacing the brake lines, just in case this one makes it out before the lift kit does.
Right. Trying to keep it from holding tension on that brake line there.
Yeah, I was gonna get another jack stand if that doesn't work.
That'll work. We just have a runaway brake pad now. Okay. Go. Clip, 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 clip. Okay. Now, last thing that we need to do is remove this from where it plugs in. If you can see here, I don't know if the camera is going to be able to pick that up, but there's two little clips behind that shock.
Indeed.
Those two clips are holding our plug-in in, so we'll just cut those out if I can reach them. And push it through. Okay, and with that done, ouch, we can access that plug-in. It's just a little bit hard to reach. I'm going to see if I can pull it around the other side of the shock to get a better hand on it. There it is. Okay, so it's just your typical plug here, and we'll just pull that out. Pop that red tab up. There we go. So that's what the old plug end looks like. We'll grab the new wire and it goes in just as easily. Here's where the line rubbed through. You can see the bare wire there, and it just lost connection because, you know, there was nothing connecting it. Weird.
Weird.
Here's our new front left wheel speed sensor. I picked this up at O'Reilly. Average cost on it's going to be around 20 bucks depending on where you buy it. Let's see here. Open it up. And this is an OEM part, so it is going to come with all these clips to go back in the factory mounting locations that no longer exist for us. So we can go ahead and cut these little barbs off of it. But if you're replacing one on a non-lifted Jeep,
don't cut these.
Don't cut them. So there's only two of them. Okay, that works perfectly. All right, we'll start back at the plug end. You can see it comes with two new barb fittings. So those ones that we cut out up here, it's fine to cut those out because you're gonna have a replacement set. So this will plug right back in. If I can get my hands back here again. Oh, thank you.
Of course.
There we go. All right, they are hooked together. I don't know if you can see them, but they are snapped in place now.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! And then that little red clip there is pushed back in. So now we'll just push this back into that shock mount. Now we can route it right back alongside the brake line. Back in its happy place here. Okay. And just like the old one, it'll snap in here. There we go. Okay, and we're going to make sure that those brackets are nice and squared off so that that line is nowhere near our U-joint down here, and it's got plenty of clearance, so that'll be fine there. And last thing I want to do before I get this plugged in, like I said, I'm just going to clean up that mating surface with a piece of whatever we got, sandpaper or something to scrub it. I just want to get the, yeah, exactly. I just want to get a little bit of that rust knocked off. Tracked down some Scotch-Brite in the garage, so this will work perfectly. Okay, that's nice and clean. Now we'll go ahead and put the sensor through. And straight into his new home. Oh, come on, don't be like this. Here we go. There we go, okay. Pop it in place, and new supplied nut already comes with Loctite on it. Sorry, bolt. Whatever.
We've been doing this since video 1, folks.
Nuts and bolts, they're all the same. Now to put the brakes back together. Where's that runaway brake pad? There it is.
Sue, what a good helper.
Oh, don't want to put the brake pads in backwards.
I feel like all your customers at the old shop.
I know. I put new pads on, it's still grinding. Well, they're backwards.
How come all the guys they knew that did it actually didn't know how to do it?
Certified driveway mechanics. Okay.
Hey, it sounds like us.
That is us. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I think this ratchet's been used as a hammer too many times.
Weird, who would do that?
Just keeps...
Oh, that's right.
Zip ties are going on. We're just re-securing this back to the brake line here. With the wire replaced, now we just have to make sure that the code is cleared. It's probably going to clear itself, but if not, we'll just go ahead and clear it with the Super Chips tuner. See if those lights go out. And they're probably not going to go off on their own then, so. Show you guys how to clear those out. It's a scan tool, not a tuner. Alright, it's clearing the codes. And any second. Uh-huh. Oh, there they go. Okay. So.
Almost.
Clearing diagnostic trouble codes complete. And that brake light's on just because I've got the emergency brake on. But.
Nope, seatbelt's not on.
Oh boy. So that's it. It'll be the same exact thing on the passenger side if you guys run into this problem, though it will be a different part. Please send us a message if you have any questions. We'll be happy to help you out. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share to our channel. When you do that, it helps people find us. People watch our stuff, they start building their Jeeps, and it grows the community. So if you're not like, subscribing, and sharing, it's kind of selfish, isn't it? If you haven't already, make sure to check us out on our social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Snapchat.
And Snapchat, thank you. And we're going to go enjoy our Friday night.
Woo-woo.
So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Crawl TV.
Speak. Yeah, girl.